The member from Toronto Danforth.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, my question to the Premier. The Premier has said that the Hydro One proceeds will be used to build infrastructure or pay down the $25 billion electricity sector debt. According to public accounts, the Hydro One cash didn't pay for any infrastructure last year. Yesterday, the Minister of Finance didn't deny that, but he said a good portion of that has gone to pay down the debt. While the Hydro One cash did not pay down any of the electricity sector debt either. Public accounts show that last year $3.8 billion came in from the Hydro One sale and just sat there. So why wasn't the electricity sector debt paid down?
Thank you.
Minister of Finance.
Minister of Finance.
All right, Mr. Speaker, here we go again. We had an initial IPO of Hydro One. We had established $1.9 billion in gross proceeds. That was $1.1 billion was for book value. The net proceeds and the deferred tax benefit, almost $3 billion, went into the Trillium Trust, and that's what has happened. In the second round of the offering, again, $1.3 billion of the book value was established. Another $0.8 billion went into the Trillium Trust as part of the proceeds. It is being allocated to the Trillium Trust that was established specifically for the purposes of ensuring that the funds received and the deferred tax benefit that was established goes into the trust and gets reinvested into infrastructure as we move forward. It's as simple as that. It's what we said we would do, and it's what is being done. Thank you.
Supplementary.
Speaker, the public accounts showed that about $3.8 billion in Hydro One cash came in last year that was supposed to pay down the hydro debt. But it didn't do that. The public accounts show the money sitting on the books, not paying down any debt at all. Meanwhile, Ontario businesses are paying $600 million a year in debt retirement charges to service this hydro debt that the government has failed to pay down. Since the Hydro One cash is not being used to actually pay for infrastructure, and since it's not being used to reduce the hydro debt, what exactly is the government using the money for?
Minister.
So I'll reiterate, Mr. Speaker, the cash used that's been garnered from the broadening of this ownership, that was about $2.4 billion, was used to pay down debt. $2.4 billion is being used to pay down debt. The rest of the allocation, which is about $3.6 billion from this transaction, is being allocated to the Trillium Trust. And as the flow-through occurs and as the items are materialized and reconciled as necessary through the process, that is what will happen, Mr. Speaker. And furthermore, we're then using the proceeds built into the Trillium Trust to invest in transit, Mr. Speaker, to invest in infrastructure, to invest in new assets that generates greater returns for the province of Ontario and for the benefit of the people of Ontario. Thank you.